Pretty much instantly, it decided to 65 was the most it wanted to drive in this rain. Instant reaction to those brake lights. All right, that entire time on the highway, we never broke 80 miles an hour. Knowing that they mess with the profiles, I'm going to leave it in hurry. I don't know what that was about. Good morning. It's going to be a rainy day today. Not really looking forward to it. So I was going to go, wow. All right then. So that's different. I was going to tell you about my route, but I upgraded to 14.2 and that was way different. There were cars coming and the car did not stutter, did not care. It took off. Already starting out well. That's great. So today what I'm going to do, and I'm doing this backwards, I usually do my Muskegon route by going down to Hudsonville, then out to Allegan, then out to Muskegon. But again, the weather is not looking the best, so I'm going to do it in reverse, hoping that the evening, the afternoon, whatever, is going to clear up for me. So I'm going to start from here in Grand Rapids, go up to Muskegon, go down to Allegan, hit Hudsonville, stop at the Charger, and then be done with the day. It shouldn't be too long of a day. I should be done by 3-ish, hopefully. It's 45 degrees today. It should stay 45-ish for most of the day. There's the stutters. Dang it. Thought they might have that fixed. It should stay about 45 all day, but it's going to be rainy for most of this day. So that's what we're going to do there. I left the house at 84%. I'm currently at 83. First facility is 32 minutes, 32 miles away, and I'll get there at 69%. As I mentioned, I got 14.2. I got that Tron update, and I turned it on, and wow, that intro is very annoying, but whatever. 14.2, the release notes don't look much different. There is one thing that changed that I could tell, and it was there. It was the very first line. It says, upgrade the neural network vision encoder. Now, let me pay attention to the road so I get stopped getting yelled at. Leveraging higher resolution features to further improve scenarios like handling emergency vehicles, obstacles on the road, and human gestures. Human gestures is going to be really interesting. So like if someone says, come on, just go, will the car respond to that? So that would be fantastic. I haven't seen the car actually respond to that yet. But everything else looks the same on the release notes. There is a new gamify feature where how much of your driving has been done on FSD since version 14.2. So far, I am 1 mile of driving myself and 2.6 miles, 2.5 miles of the car driving for me. So I was really hoping that version 14.2 would take care of the stuttering. Now that coming out of the restaurant, it was very aggressive, and I really appreciate that. I was in standard, and I keep it in standard on the surface streets. So it wasn't like Hurry did that or anything. It was just the way the car decided to handle that particular situation. I was hoping the stuttering would be done, but at the very next light, it stuttered its way through it, which is kind of craptastic. What I'm really hoping for is that the unnecessary swerving is done. But we'll see what the difference is today. It is a crappy day to test because it's raining, so I hope you guys enjoy the ride. That's kind of fixed, I think. I've had multiple occasions where the light turns yellow and it's at the go, no-go point where you can either keep going and be fine or you have to slam on the brakes to stop. And in 14.1.4, the car multiple times decided to slam on the brakes and stop, and it was not pleasant. Very cautious in the rain around this curve. I'm okay with that. But since we're getting on the highway, I am going to put us in hurry so the car can do what it wants to do. Pretty much instantly, it decided to 65 was the most it wanted to drive in this rain. There's a FedEx truck blowing past us I'm going to let it pass, and then I'm going to force the car over if it doesn't get over on its own. But 65 in the fast lane, even if it's raining like this, is ridiculous. All right, forcing it over. I'm not in a massive rush, and I feel like visibility is improving. I'm going to let it go and see if it recovers from the speed limitation on its own, or if I have to do something like step on the accelerator or change the driving speed profile or something. Okay, auto wipers calm down. Still going slow. It did speed up. That's good news. So even in bad weather, when the car limits its max speed, you don't have to worry about messing with it. It'll figure it out on its own. When the weather improves and it feels safer, it'll speed back up for you. Instant reaction to those brake lights. That was great too. All right, that entire time on the highway, we never broke 80 miles an hour. Hurry on 14.1.4 would do 82 on the highway. I wonder if they tweaked something. I'm going to keep my eye on that the rest of the day. And I am going to pop us down to standard. So first I'm going to see if standard is acting the same, or if they've slowed that down a bit too. And if they have, I'm going to pop it up in a hurry and leave it there and see what that looks like. Yeah, it's doing 1 over. I at first assumed it was just because of the weather. That doesn't leave much room between the 5 profiles. If standard is doing 1 over the speed limit, what does chill do? Half over the speed limit? There we go, 29 and a 25. That's about right. So, stuttering's not fixed. They might have changed the speed profiles, and the car seems to be a little bit more aggressive when pulling out unprotected lefts. We'll keep our eye on those. I got here at 70%. Next place is 1 hour and 8 minutes, 55 miles away, and I'll get there at 48%. So let me knock this place out, and I'll be back in just a sec. All right, it's raining outside, so I summoned my car to me. That's why I'm in a different spot than when I left. I guess a little bug is I have auto fold mirrors turned off because I don't know when it's going to snow, and I don't want my mirrors ruined. But after the end of the summon, the car folded the mirrors. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Next place, 1 hour, 10 minutes, 55 miles away. I'll get there at 48%, sitting at 69 right now. So let's get out of here. My mirrors are still folded, which is wild to me. Maybe if it hits over 25, they'll unfold. If not, I'll just unfold them myself. So there's 1 black truck that way, 2 cars coming this way. Yeah, we'll be fine after this second car. There's 1, there's 2, good to go. No stuttering, seems fine. We hit, there they go. All right. I was about to say we hit 32 and the mirrors haven't unfolded, but they finally unfolded on their own. Getting on the highway, so I'm going to pop us up to hurry. So if we don't go faster than 80, I'm going to pump us up to Mad Max to see if we go faster. If we don't, I'm going to blame the slower speeds on the rain. up to Mad Max just to see what happens. So it's slowly climbing up, which tells me that it was hurry that was messed with. It's not the rain. Because 82 is what hurry would do before this upgrade. Every version I had in 14.1, Mad Max would go 85, hurry would go 82 in a 70 mile per hour speed zone. Which, if this is the case, when I am on a 55 mile per hour road and the car thinks it's 35, putting it up to Mad Max will not get me to at least 55. So let's drop it down to hurry and see where it wants to go to. Yeah, right to 80. 100% they messed with the speed profiles. Yep, there's 50. It knows it's 50. I will drop it down to standard because these are surface streets. Actually, knowing that they mess with the profiles, I'm going to leave it in hurry and see what happens. So there was a classic example. The speed limit the car thought it was 30, when in actuality it was 50 until that one point we just passed the 40 mile per hour speed sign. And that's when it changed. It was 50 that entire way, but it thought it was 30. So right before we hit 40, it slammed on the brakes to slow us down to 30. Not good. Yeah, we got up to 64. Hurry is still too fast on the surface streets. So down to standard. See what that does. Standard is too slow. I'm going to try hurry again, since it's wide open in front of me. Standard on the surface streets was going 60 in a 55. Now hurry is going 65 in a 55. I wonder if Mad Max would go up to 70. Let's find out. So there's 70. And it continued, never mind. All right, back down to hurry. That's too fast. It was still cautious. I don't know if it was expecting cross traffic to come and cut us off, but it didn't go right away. Hurry's still too fast on the surface streets, but unfortunately, standard is too slow now. I'm in a hurry. It's doing 27 and a 25. I don't know what they changed. It makes no sense to me. I'd like to say I could leave it in a hurry all the time, but I can't. 27 and a 25 is perfectly acceptable. Standard was doing 29 and a 25. Oh, I do want to see where this thing is going to choose to park. I suspect it's going to choose to park right over here instead of going to the main entrance. Because that's what the map is. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to let it. And then I'll go park myself. All right, got here at 48%. Next facility is 40 minutes away, 26 miles, and I'll get there at 39%. So let me go knock this place out, and I'll be back in just a sec. All done in there. I am sitting at 47%. Next place is 40 minutes, 26 miles away, and I'll get there at 38%.
Those seized last week have been released, but it's not known whether any ransom was paid. Venezuela has threatened several Spanish airlines with losing their air traffic rights if they don't resume them.
I don't know what that was about. It's like it tried to get over in the turning lane too soon, then corrected itself. That would be my guess. There's always been speed limit problems on this road. Now, I'm in a hurry, and it's doing 27 and a 25. It seems like they even changed the wiper blades because they don't seem to be triggering as much as they were on 14.1, which is not necessarily a bad thing because 14.1 overdid it, but they just keep swinging the pendulum too far either way, or turning the dial too far either way. You know, there's a middle ground where they can tune it to. They just haven't found it yet. So 34 and a 25 now. That's more like hurry behavior. Caught the 35. And yeah, 38 is what I would expect standard to do. Actually, that's what I'd expect chill to do. So speed limit 45 ends is what that sign said. The car is not going to pick that up. It can't pick that up because it doesn't read signs. So we're stuck in 45. Hurry is doing 53, which is too slow. So Mad Max, let's see what you got. That's better. I expect that's going to go up to 65, which is crazy. So now we're at Mad Max speeds that I would expect it to stop here. I'm going to drop us down to hurry to see what it drops its max to. Yeah, 10 over is what it wants to do. So exactly the speed limit in this mistake mode. So I'm going to put it back on Mad Max. It was just doing 68. Yeah, it's going. I don't know what it thinks it's doing. And why does the delta between hurry and Mad Max have to be so high? 13 miles? So I guess hurry it is, where I can go exactly 55. $15-mile-an-hour difference between hurry and Mad Max. Why? I just don't understand the logic. This has to have been an accident. So it caught the 35, and I'm fairly certain it slowed itself down to 40. That has nothing to do with these cars in front of us. It's still slowing down. See, 35 ends. It's going to be stuck at 35. So Mad Max is basically what I have to stay in. So I have a feeling if I drop it to hurry, it's going to drop to 45. You know what? Let's drop it to hurry. Immediately to 45. Messed up, man. Back to Mad Max. All right, so Mad Max is too much for right here. It actually is 35. So I'm going down to hurry and possibly standard if this traffic clears up. Now hurry is doing 30. There we go. It was just doing 30 and a 35. It's still under the speed limit. Mind-boggling. Now, I'll be happy when the speed profiles completely go away. They're not needed. The car should just drive safely. Maybe there should be a relaxing speed, and that's it. Some people like it when it chills out. Some people like it when it's aggressive. And that really should be the only two. Top mode and second to top mode should not be that far apart. I think what they're working towards, they're getting closer to, but there's still some issues that they need to work out. Like hurry is exactly the speed limit. We have room to go faster. So far, I've gotten one stutter, one swerve. Not sure about that swerve. That was kind of weird. And now we've got a new issue of the speed is wild. I got here at 33%. Supercharger's 19 minutes, 14 miles away, and I'll get there at 25%. So let me knock this place out and get this day over with. I'll be back in just a sec. Yeah, that's the day, baby. I'll get to the supercharger at 3 o'clock. It's 20 minutes, 14 miles away. Pushing the button. I'll get there at 23%. 3 o'clock was a good guess. Now, there was plenty of space to go because this closer lane was completely free. I've seen the car make that move before. Like, we can go after this second car. 1, 2. There we go. Why couldn't we do that before? There's still a car coming. There's a car right here. Zoom. Okay. Still kind of cautious. It didn't know if that car was coming in our lane or just turning into the closer lane. Just what I was afraid to do before. So I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, they got some work to do still. They got to retweak the speed profiles. Brake stuttering has been cut back drastically as far as I can tell. The swerving didn't happen except for once, and I think that wasn't for an object in the road. That was for following the wrong path, maybe? That'd be my guess. The speed. Now, I'm back to the speed. I was speed on version 13, and version 14.1 seemed to rectify that to some degree, because I got my 5 driving modes that I was asking for. I can almost leave it on hurry everywhere. Almost. Mad Max is just crazy fast. In town, I don't see a difference between standard and hurry. They seem to be the same profile. Hey, tell me what you think down below. And if you liked it, like it. If you didn't like it, dislike it. If you think somebody else would like it, share it with them. And if you really liked it, hit the subscribe button so you can see more. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, or concerns, leave them down below and I'll get to you as soon as I can. As always, thank you for watching. Deuces. Just don't waste my time. You ruin me for everybody. It's too late, baby, now it's too late.